Welcome to Be Locally Loved, where we spotlight the people, places, and ideas that help communities thrive. We tend to think that growth is always a good thing. More people, more rooftops, more opportunity. And in many ways it is, but there's something happening underneath that growth. And if we don't understand it, we will miss one of the greatest opportunities we have as area directors. Because here's the truth. In a growing community, brand awareness doesn't grow, it resets. Every time a new family moves into your market, the most trusted businesses in your community go back to zero with them. Those families don't know who's trusted, they don't know who's been here for 20 years, and they don't know who everyone else already loves. So when they arrive, to them, those businesses don't exist yet. And here's why that matters so much. Because when someone moves in, they're not just unpacking boxes, they're building their life. They're choosing a doctor, a dentist, a contractor, a church, a gym, a place to eat on Friday night. They're deciding who they're going to trust. And that window, it's short because once those decisions are made, they tend to stick. So whoever shows up in that moment becomes who they trust, and whoever doesn't gets left out of the story. So here's where this becomes real. I want you to think about the most beloved businesses in your community. The ones everyone knows, the ones who have been there for decades, the ones who have poured into your town. I had a conversation with a State Farm agent in my community. She has spent decades showing up, shaking hands, serving as chamber president, starting a BNI group, being present everywhere, the kind of business owner everyone knows, or at least everyone used to know. And she said something that stopped me. She said, I cannot personally shake hands anymore with every new person moving into Georgetown, but they still need to see my face. That's the shift. Because she understands something most business owners haven't put into words yet. If they're not introduced, they're invisible. I had another conversation with a local home remodeler, 30 years in the community, served on boards, given back, built a reputation that used to keep his phone ringing. And he said, I've always been at the top of everyone's Rolodex, but my phone doesn't ring anymore. Not because he's not good, not because people don't trust him, but because the people moving in don't know he exists. This is a silent threat to every beloved local brand. Not competition, not pricing, not even marketing skill. It's being forgotten. And here's what I need you to understand as my fellow area directors. This is happening in your market, whether your business owners realize it or not. Because word of mouth cannot keep up with population growth, and reputation does not transfer automatically, and time in business does not guarantee visibility anymore. So when you sit down with a business owner, you're not selling advertising. You're helping them see something they cannot see on their own, that their reputation, their relationships, and their years of hard work are at risk of slowly being diluted simply because new people don't know them yet. And that's where Be Local comes in. Be Local is not about more marketing. It's not about chasing leads. It's about a warm and intentional introduction at the exact moment a new family is forming their habits and deciding who they're going to trust. It's a way to make sure that the businesses who have already earned trust are seen, are known, are chosen, not as solicitors, but as trusted local resources. And that is why what you do matters so much, because you are not just media reps. You are not just selling ad pages. You are the bridge. You're the bridge between the businesses who have built your community and the families who are just arriving. You are the one making sure those businesses don't get left behind. So if the businesses in your community have not been intentionally introduced to new movers, now is the time. Because if they're not introduced, they're invisible. And if they're invisible, someone else will take their place. And we don't want to let that happen to the most beloved local businesses that we believe in. Thanks. Thank you for joining us for Be Locally Loved. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with someone who cares about building thriving communities as much as we do. Until next time, love where you live.